Peace. B was JJB. Wanted to give a couple cents, my few cents on this horrible trade, the worst trade of all time, the trade that was orchestrated by the National Basketball Association to garner all this discussion and get more ratings. Many talking heads and shills of these corporations on ESPN, Fox, and other things of that nature are commending this trade, saying it's good for the league, it's this, that, and the third, it's positive, it's horrible. You don't take a top 5 market like Dallas, remove their superstar player, the best player since they had Dirk, even better than Dirk, a LeBron James type, the great white hope, the best white basketball player of all time, arguably, debatably, take him off the team and trade him to the biggest market in sports in a ploy to get people talking and to get more viewership and ratings. Why is that a bad idea? Because people are already questioning the legitimacy of professional sports. You got the Kansas City Chiefs winning multiple games which are determined by 1 or 2 calls. You already have many calls by the referees distorting the game of basketball as we know today. Viewership is down. I haven't watched one full game since I think the Knicks game that was on Christmas. That's the only game I've watched this year. I used to be an avid basketball fan. I used to be someone who loved basketball. Wake up, eat, drink, sleep, crap basketball. And now with all these guys pumping threes, screen and roll, pick action, just throw it to the corner, chuck up a 3, there's no ingenuity, there's no genius anymore in the game. Even Anthony Edwards, the high flyer who can emulate Michael Jordan, has decided to just bust out mad threes and chuck. 8 threes a game. The guy who's 7'6", Wemby, you're 7'4", bro. Like, get some moves in the post. I'm not saying he's bad. He's great. He's probably going to be the next one. But him even getting De'Aaron Fox, it's awesome. But that trade seemed more generic considering that this wasn't done in a back room over dinner, over Pelinka and Nico. These guys who knew each other for 20 years. That's collusion. It's clearly collusion. Like, if I know a dude and I call him up like, yo, you think we could do a trade? Like, it's a joke. When this guy's the franchise superstar, a megastar, top 3 player in the league, and I'm trading him to my bestie, that's wrong. Veto, that's not a good trade. Luka's at least worth the 2 first picks, and Dalton Connect or Reeves. You have to get something more to legitimize this trade. But no, you get 1 pick in 2035 or something. Like, what are you doing, bro? And now people are having coffins outside of Dallas. Now there's speculation that the ownership did this to tank viewership so they can go to Vegas. They probably did that. That's probably the intention. Because how are you going to tell me you don't want to give Luka Doncic the $350 million when he just took you to the finals, bro? And now there's a bidding war of some sort to get Jimmy Butler, right? Because of a playoff commodity that he is. He's a playoff commodity. He's a master at the playoffs. He can get you to the finals. He's proven it twice. So I'm looking at it like this, bro. The owners didn't want to pay Luka. They think he's not worth it, right? If that's a narrative they want to go with, fine. But he just got you to the finals, bro. He just led the team to the finals off 1 leg. So he's willing to play injured. He's proven that. But no, he's lazy. He's a lazy guy. He's been a pro since he's been 15 years old, but he's lazy. Now all of a sudden, he's a bum. It's like, what do you... Yo, don't buy the narratives, man. The ratings were kaput for the NBA. It was over. It was over. And a week before, the week of the Super Bowl, now some miraculous trade to the biggest market happened. And these guys didn't even put this guy on the trading block to get the most that they can get back. Oh, okay. And just a week before, Adam Silver's talking about, we have to do anything to get the ratings up. We might put it 10-minute quarters. And he thought about it. He said, Luka Doncic is really good. We could trade him to the Lakers. Pelinka and Nico know each other because they worked in Nike 10 to 20 years ago. They can facilitate something. And Nico did Pelinka a favor. He did him a great favor. He said, you know what? You could keep the other pick, bro. Even though we just went to the finals with this guy. You can keep the other pick. You can keep Dalton Connect. You can keep Austin Reeves. You can keep all your high assets. Except Anthony Davis, who's on the downward trajectory. And that's what I'm talking about, the talking heads, the shills of the networks, the Stephen A's, the Nick Wrights, right? They are paid to talk about sports. They can't denigrate and talk bad about the sports that they're talking about, right? And that's what JJ Redick was talking about a couple months ago. He said, yo, these guys like Charles Barkley at TNT is talking trash about the product. No one's going to watch the product. The owners of the product was talking to the media who they're in bed with, like, yo, you guys can't keep talking bad about the product. So no one's going to say today, collusion. You're not going to hear it. That Adam Silver did this on purpose for ratings. You're not going to hear that. What you're going to hear is, oh yeah, the Mavericks are going to win the finals. Get out of here. If AD can even play in the finals, who knows if Kyrie still even wants to be on the team. Now they're talking about trading Kevin Durant now. It's like, oh my God. The brand of basketball works when particular teams have players that we resonate with, players that we grow to love and understand their brand, and we grow together with the players. And I'm not even saying this because Luka Doncic is my favorite player. I'm a player guy. So like, if Luka Doncic went to the Bucks, I would have been like, oh yeah, Luka Doncic, I'm watching him. I'm watching his highlights and everything. But the fact that he went to the Lakers, and I remember they got Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol, bro, for Kwame Brown, bro. And I feel like, honestly, the reason why they vetoed the Chris Paul trade when Kobe was about to get Chris Paul is because of the same type of conversation. Collusion and people doing things behind closed doors that it's just, it doesn't make any sense in a basketball perspective, bro. They were just in the finals, and you're telling me you're gonna do better with Anthony Davis when the power forward position was already set. You had Derek Lively and Gafford. You had that locked. So the guy who got you to the finals, who's dropping 40 points a game, shooting threes over the defensive player of the year in Gobert, shooting in his face and calling him names, he's the problem? He's the problem why you lost. And he's the bad culture guy. Fine. He might be an asshole. And he might have been a bigger asshole when he got the money. But what he wants to do is win. He wants to be a champion. You don't trade that type of guy, bro. Unless the league tells you to do it. It's rigged. It's rigged. And that's all I had to say about that. Besides all that, got my walk in a little bit. I didn't wear the weight vest. Was doing some errands. Just stay on your grind, man. I know this trade shocked the world because it doesn't make sense. And don't let them make you believe that it makes sense in any aspect, bro. The way they're trying to spin it is to get you locked into this sports distraction, bro. And I know I sound like the tinfoil hat guy, but really think about it. That's like trading. Who can I think of? That's like trading. Remember people were talking about, oh, trade Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, right? Trade one of them. They can't work out. That for some reason they just keep getting so close, and imagine if they traded one of them, bro. The NBA made Dallas make the trade. And if they were intelligent, if they really were in good faith, Luka would have been on the trading block, and they would have gotten 10 picks for this guy, bro. Oh, you're going to trade him just for Anthony Davis, right? I.e. Mr. Glass, right? And don't get it twisted. Anthony Davis is nice. But is he going to play every game in the playoffs? Is Kyrie going to play every game in the playoffs? Hopefully. I hope. But then you're going to give Luka to LeBron and say it's fair game, right? Peace, everybody.